Adriano, and today I'm here in Pagasa with Mr. Raymond Ordinario, one of the forecaster, and I'm going to interview him today to talk about just basically about the nature of his job. And by the way, this is my ID. Hi, Mr. Raymond. Can you tell us how and when did you start working here in Pagasa?
So good day, Ruby. I started working in Pagasa way back in 2010 as a contractual employee assigned at the weather forecasting section or the weather forecasting center. So it is the frontliner of Pag-asa in delivering weather information, especially during extreme weather events like tropical cyclone, monsoons that we're experiencing, as also on a day-to-day basis of issuance of a regular weather forecast.
I see. How can you describe the type of job that you had when you were just starting?
Maybe I could describe the job as challenging and entertaining at the same time because it is challenging because you need to beat deadlines, you need to produce the product, and also to deliver it on time with less errors, more accurate as possible. But also, it is entertaining at the same time because if you're really dealing with those people or different kind of people, different kind of pressure at work, it really entertains you to really work harder for you to deliver more accurate and timely information and products.
That's good to know. How is it working in a government agency? Are you guys looking forward with the incoming administration?
Working in the government is like serving the country. But really, I did not consider really the salary because it's very low in the government service. That's the reality of it. However, there are some benefits that are given to us, like to have other trainings outside the country, having some time to really going around the country to give some lectures and everything. That's an incentive for us as a forecaster, and also really to explore more and more of the country and to really love the job for serving the country. And now that we are looking into the changing administration, really hopeful that Pag-asa will be more and more efficient in delivering information as the incoming president really wanted us to deliver the information really for the grassroots people that really our mandate is to protect lives and properties.
I see. So, can you tell us more about the experience training outside the country? Where is it?
So, as a member of Pag-asa or as a forecaster, we are really have a privilege really to go outside the country, really to have training. Just recently, I was sent to Japan. I went to Japan really to have a 3 months training on how the Japanese forecaster really do the job as the same job that we did here. Also, during that training, I have a chance to meet 7 other meteorologists or forecaster from other 7 countries, really to exchange our ideas, our experience, our knowledge, and at the same time our culture. So I share the culture of the Filipino to them. At the same time, they share their culture to us. What they didn't know about the Filipino really is exciting. At the same time, the Japanese people really give us all the information that they can offer, also the help that they could extend to different countries. So that experience really is one of the maybe an incentive and maybe a privilege for those working in Pagasa.
That's a very nice experience. Sounds exciting.
Yeah,
Uh,
definitely.
can you share us some of the forecasters' dilemma when there are catastrophe coming here in the country?
Yeah, definitely. If you have privileges, especially when you have privileges, definitely you have to have some payment for it. So during an extreme weather event such as strong tropical cyclone, or a heavy rainfall with massive flooding, we need really to go to the office really to work to serve, even though we left our family in our houses or in our home. So that's a one big dilemma because you are have a pressure really working in the office to deliver everything, to address to different queries, really to have to face all the pressure. At the same time, you really have that personal pressure at you at the back of your work, really thinking of what's happening to my family, what's happening with them when I left them at the house. So that's one big problem of a forecaster. At the same time, we are very jealous of those really who don't have to go to work during an extreme event. When us, we need to stay here at least 24 hours, and we need to serve the country 365 days a year. So that's a big dilemma. But as well as I said earlier, we have still privileges after that.
That's good to know. Are you experiencing some difficulties dealing with the netizens as well as the media in times like this?
Definitely, before Pag-asa really was criticized by really giving wrong forecast, but
Yes.
the people or the media itself doesn't really understand it well before. But now
Mm.
they are more educated. We conduct really a dialogue with them, a lecture with them, or seminar with them that really give them the idea of the difficulty and the challenges of our job. It is not really okay. It will rain this afternoon as easy as that. So we really expose them of what we are doing. So now they understand what's the difficulty of our job. It is not easy that okay it will rain in the afternoon. It's not an easy statement because we need really to deal with all of the tools that we have. At the same time now, the appreciation of media to the job is really very high. So that they really, if somebody criticizes Pagasa, they said, you should go to Pag-asa and work. Then you know how hard it is for Pag-asa employer for a Pag-asa forecaster giving this information to you. It is not the same as, okay, it will rain this afternoon. It's not easy as that.
Yes, I understand. So, do you have any staffs working to answer queries from social media like Facebook?
So right now, Pag-asa doesn't have really a dedicated staff or personnel really working for answering queries because our job is a very technical job. Technical, the technical aspect, it's not really easy to hire anyone that could really answer queries because the question sometimes deals with some technicalities.
Yes,
So,
to that.
so right now, Pagasa just somehow pull people from our rank that really just answer queries if they have time. So if they have, for instance, a forecaster is free without any interview, he or she can answer the question. But it is not really
Just
a
one.
just a dedicated job for that particular personnel.
I see. So they still have a knowledge with all the technology.
Yes, that's one of our requirement when we start doing our social media activities is that the people handling the social media should have a knowledge on that.
I see. So with all the calamities happen in the country like flash floods, do you think that the society is more aware of the importance of your job?
I guess at this moment, because of the severe events like Typhoon Yolanda, the appreciation of the public to Pag-asa is very high. However, there is still a stigma in the public that Pag-asa only exists when there is severe events. But
Yes.
they didn't know that
Every
we
day.
are working every day, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. So that's I guess a stigma from the general public to Pag-asa.
I see. Do you have any regular media interviews, especially when there's typhoon?
Definitely, when there's typhoon, the forecasters, I myself also did a live interview, both TV, radio, and print. So we really need to have that interview done to inform the public.
Okay. How can you differentiate the use of technology before, like the advancement of tools as well as the use of multimedia?
So right now, Pag-asa really is on maybe not to say top of the line in terms of technology, but we are the first country in the Southeast Asia to use a high technology radar system called the solid state radar system that was introduced to Southeast Asian countries. But fortunately, Philippines is the first one to have it
Wow,
in the
that's
Southeast
nice.
Asia. And in terms of multimedia now, Pag-asa is really working very hard really to use different kinds of platforms.
Lastly, do you have any message to those who wants to become a forecaster like you?
For those who become a forecaster, maybe as I said in the first that this work is a challenging but exciting at the same time entertaining. But we need to have we have to dedicate ourselves to serve the country.
Okay, Thank you very much with this interview. I hope that you inspire some of our viewers today. Thank you.